Hey guys, Doug here. Today I'd like to talk about this new, well, it's not new. It's an improvement on something that I built before. A device that I built. It's a Redstone stopwatch, and I'll measure a couple of things for you, inputs, and I'll also go over unstable circuits or pulse generators, and I'll give you my impressions on each of them. So, first of all, this thing is a pulse measurer. It measures in redstone pulses, or redstone ticks, and it goes all the way from 1 to 20. That's a total of 2 seconds. If you want to measure anything any larger than that, then I don't know. It's scalable. You can just build it out forever if you want to. So just to prove that it works, I will do a 1 tick pulse. This is a vast improvement on my last one. It could only measure 2 and up. As you can see, 1 tick, showing 1. Do it again. 1 tick, and showing 1. And I'll add a piece of redstone right there so I don't have to keep resetting it. I wouldn't have to reset it anyway. I just add on more numbers if it's a higher one. Okay, 2. Okay, and 3, and 4 ticks, and back to 1. There we go. And I also have this up here. It's kind of like a trim pot or a adjustable resistor, but this is kind of like an adjustable repeater. Each one of these going out, it adds 1 tick, so we can go to 4 and say add another 4 ticks. That gold is 10, so went right to 8, and try 10. Huh. Did I set it to? Oh, I didn't set it to 10. Alright. Still set to 8. Alright, so there we go, 10. And its current maximum setting is 12 ticks. Okay, there we go. And I'll just turn this off because my demonstrations don't work with it on. Alright, take that off so I have a handy reset. Let's just do a regular button. Alright, 10 ticks, 1 second. I'm not positive, but I seem to remember them being 9 ticks sometime in beta. So I could be mistaken though. 10 ticks. And of course a lever, it's on for as long as you want it. But say clicking a lever real quick. 2 ticks. And this is something that I'll try to make a little bit better. Say if you just hold it, that's really just like a 2 clock. And 2 clocks and 1 clock's kind of glitched this thing out. But it does do 3s, 4s, anything higher. It does them pretty well. Let's just do the pressure plates. Looks like 10 ticks, and wood. Ten ticks again. And I'll go over these 3 different monostable circuit designs real quick. Well, this is the one I prefer right here. This one, it's intuitive and it's damn near unbeatable. And you know, whatever the repeater it has, that's what it's gonna be. So it's at 1 tick right now. Oh yeah, I did some there we go. Did some digging earlier. Okay. So, okay, 1 tick. And just, you know, changing whatever you want, change it, and that's what it would be. Like, for instance, you know, I could even build tons of them going out. And, well, I guess that couldn't be there. And this would be a 16 tick. Oh, maybe I should have let him let all the repeaters go first. Oh, since it's more than a 10 tick, I guess I'll need a. There we go. All right, 16. And another reason why I really like this design is it can very easily be converted to a very stable clock by just putting a little redstone dust right there and repeater going right here with some dust to connect it. It's got a toggleable clock. And this is a improvement over my prior ones because they would kind of nerf out with clocks. Let's try that again. So it's got just a 4 and then nothing else. Because it measures how long a pulse is active. Let me just turn that off real quick. This one is what we used before pistons came out, and pretty much you got 2 options. You got this at 3, it's a 1 tick, or at 4, it's 2 ticks. And bad thing about this is you've got to invert it, so it adds an extra tick of delay, and well, that's about it. You know, it's still a pretty nice compact. It's the same dimensions. Well, it's 2 by 2 by 3, and this is 3 by 3 by 2, and this one would just be a little bit. Well, I guess you could put the block right there. It'd be a 3 by 2 by 1. Oh, and speaking of the third one, this is one. It seems like a really good pulse generator until you, like, there you go. The smallest you can get is 2 ticks. That's with that at 2 and the other one at 1. If both of them are at 1, nothing. That at 1 tick, you get a 2 tick output. So it's kind of counterintuitive, but you know, if you need more than 1 tick, then it works just fine. I just really prefer this one. And I'll show you how this thing works. The input to make it work with 1 tick, I go into a pulse lengthener. It lengthens it by exactly 1 tick. Anything, it'll lengthen 3 to a 4 tick and so on. And it comes on up. And for 1 ticks, for some reason, they wouldn't work even after the pulse lengthener, so I had to put a 2 tick repeater, just I don't know, stabilize it at 2 ticks. I'm not really sure why. And so with the 1 tick, it turns it into a 2 tick. So this would be, these would both go down at the same time, but on this one it's got a 1 tick delay. So this one, it takes half a tick for it to extend. So as this one is extending, this one is retracting. And for both of them, when they both go down, it completes the AND gate. This is one input, and then this would be the other input with that output. And just to show you, say that block comes down, completes that, then the other block comes down to allow that going out. And the output is a 4 tick repeater, just to lengthen the pulse to 4 ticks to, it'll flip this R snore latch right here. And it's got an extra output just to turn on that light. And it just goes on and on. The longer the pulse, the more AND gates it'll trip before they get out of sync. And I said it's an improvement over my previous designs. Not only is it smaller, it's a little bit faster, but with the clocks, the outputs, they're all linked. So got this clock going. These are the only ones that'll get tripped, and this one will never be synced. Right here. I don't have any blinking lights. I don't know why it has making the torch noise. So the first, man, that's loud. The first 4, the AND gates will go, but then the 5th one will never go. And as you can see, the 6th one, it occasionally goes, just because the pulses are coming out of sync, and say like 1 cycle will get synced up with the next cycle over, and so it just makes it so you don't get any false results. And yeah, it's like I said, it's completely scalable. I believe the dimensions are 9 by 6 by 3 per unit, and it's you just keep on repeating them, go out for as long as you want, and that is about it. I guess if you wanted to build multiple levels, like you could do that, just running run it back with 1 tick repeaters, of course. And actually, it's a little bit tall. If you really wanted to save another level vertically, you could build this track right here and just have a block right there. It'd save you one block up. And well, that's about it. Thank you for watching, and comments are appreciated.